Sagittarius, and welcome to your mini bi-weekly general love tarot reading for January 1st through the 15th, 2017. Happy New Year to all of you. Okay, so I feel good, Sag. Even though I'm not giving a yearly reading right now, I feel good about the year for you. However, I just want you to remember that Saturn is in Sagittarius right now. It's a 2.5-year cycle, maybe a little less. It tends to go forward and then retrograde. It's a very slow-moving planet. It's a planet of lessons, teachings, and karma. Okay, and depending upon the aspects of your chart will depend upon how it affects you these next few years. But I feel good. I got a lot of information or just this feeling of energy from the fire element, and you are fire, and I just feel like it's a good year. This is a good year for you to start new relationships or kindle the ones that you already have. Now, I know here with the cards, I'm feeling that there are some steps that need to be taken, okay, in order for your relationships to be on the upswing. For some reason, I don't know why this happened, but Libra came in here. Now, this could be a Libra watching the Sagittarius video because their moon or rising is Libra. But what I got also too is Libra Venus, the energy of Libra, seeking balance. Okay, there needs to be some balance this coming year, 2017. And I also feel that some of you are at a struggle. And I feel that struggle is whether or not you completely want to let go of someone that you love. Okay? And I feel that there is a loss of trust here. What the cards are telling me is there a loss of trust. Now, these might be your lessons for 2017, but I feel like there is a loss of trust. I also am getting that some of you have been sitting and watching this relationship or a person of interest that you care about. Okay, I feel like you're watching three people: you, someone else, and the person you love. And I feel like this person that you love or you're interested in is trying to convince you otherwise, that there is no third party. Okay, but the cards are telling me two things. I feel like there is truth on some, that there isn't really a third party of interest, even though you may think so. I think this has a lot to do with you feeling insecure and not trusting because you have a pattern of bad relationships. But I also feel too that someone isn't telling you the truth. And for some of you others, I know that sounds kind of confusing coming from me, but I just have to be truthful. I feel like this is where you have to use your intuition and you have to trust yourself, not so much the other party. Okay, I do feel that there is a huge transition of happiness and fun coming in for Sagittarius, but you have to be ready. And being ready means you have to let go and you have to trust you. You have to trust something higher than yourself, okay? So that you can keep the light, be the light, and just let it flow. Now, let me just pull some other cards here. We got the High Priestess, and it's safe to love. So I feel like that there is magic for you. Not literal magic, but magic, universal magic. Love magic, fairy magic. And I still feel like you're going to let someone go here. I feel like you're going to walk this path until you find someone else by yourself. Okay, of course, you're never alone, but I feel like that there is someone that you want to free yourself from. Now, this isn't going to resonate with all of you, but that is what the cards are telling me. But it's also telling me that some of you who have freed yourself, you have fear that someone is going to hurt you again, like before. And you need that reassurance that everything is going to be okay. I feel, Sag, that in order for you to move forward. You just need to do it. Okay? And not fear the negative. Okay? Don't fear those dark spaces. And when dark spaces come, fill it with a lot of love. I feel, however, you need to kind of slow back a little bit, not be so pushy or so controlling in a relationship. Okay? That's your new transition this year. I just register these cards here for a moment. I'm getting someone having issues with somebody's mother, like somebody you love, issues with their mother. Now, you could be married or in a relationship with this person, or the mother stepped in and caused arguments between you and that person that you love. Okay, but I feel like this is becoming a big headache, honestly. Either it gets itself settled and the person that you love stands in their power in regards to what they love and overrule this parental control, okay? Or it's just going to continue the way it is. And I guess you really can't answer that for someone unless this is actually you, okay? And it's your parent. But I guess you're just going to have to let this unfold. Time, however, is going fast. I don't know why that just came in. Time, I know that. But time is going fast, okay? And to sit and daydream for something that might not become, it's just a waste of energy and time. I know, I've been there. I've done it. Okay? But what I would do is just, observe it. Get your lessons. And come up with your solutions and move forward. And journals are really good for that. Or write it out really fast so you can release some of that anxiety. But I do feel also, too, for someone who really loves a family member, the two of you have been apart, you've been separated, I feel like you've been fighting, that's coming back together for you. I feel like there will be healing eventually. Okay, so let me go ahead and shuffle some angel cards. What are the messages for Sag? Okay, we have the Guardian Angel, Surrender and Release, Signs, Divine Guidance, Emerging, Balance. Remember, I felt that Libra Venus energy, Manifestation, and Body Care. Okay. The surrender and release doesn't necessarily have to do with a relationship. Some of the surrender and release is just some things about yourself that you need to let go of, or I feel like there needs to be a bit more attention to the body and to balance. But I feel like there's good energy emerging for you. Things, because with divine guidance, that's such a beautiful card. And next to the signs, that means that your prayers are being heard. And not only that, but I think the universe wants you to surrender instead of putting up the fight right now on things that you desire, or maybe things that you have lost, and the fear that's behind all this. So I feel like you need to give this to your angels. You need to give it to the divine universe. Okay? And things will begin to emerge better for you. All right, I don't feel anything serious with the body. However, I do feel like some of you, I don't know what came to me. Maybe some of you don't like your hips. I'm feeling the hips here. But hips and thighs. I feel like some of you will get into maybe a gym or start swimming. I feel like being adventurous this year is a good thing for you. I think it will help open up a lot of things for you too. Also, too, some of you may want a new look for 2017. So I'm feeling like some of you may do something different with your hair. Some of you guys might decide to grow hair or shave your beard. You might change your clothes style. I mean, it can be a lot of things. Okay, now I'm going to move on into the general reading. What are the messages for Sagittarius? So we have the King of Fire, release. Well, that's how many times that we get release here. I got release in the love reading, I got release in the angel reading, and I've got release here again in the general reading. Queen of Water, Queen of Earth, Two of Water, Four of Air, Page of Air, Two of Fire. Okay, let's see what we have going on here. So here is, there we go, feeling balance again. But there's something here that you need to bring into vision and you need to focus on. And I feel like you need to be your own leader here. Nobody else can lead you. This is something that you need to step forward on or up to the plate here and focus and take leadership on this. I also feel like there are people who look up to your creativity or just the type of person that you are and seek your advice at times. I feel like that January may be that month for you. But the release card here tells me that this is the end of a situation, the end of a phase. And that's what I picked up earlier in the reading. I really feel like it's going to be a good year. It's what you're going to make out of it, Sag. And with the Queen of Water, this is a card for developing relationships, not just lovers, but also friends, people that you work with. And developing the ones that you already have into higher meaning. And also this card goes with the body care. This is caring more for yourself because I feel some of you may have let yourself go because of maybe you were hurt or just frustrated and annoyed. The Queen of Earth is also, try to deal with things in an understanding manner. Put a lot of effort into understanding instead of flying off the handle or reacting so quick. And also, too, I feel like there are some people around you that really would like your attention. And I also feel like there's a loved one thinking of you that really wants you to see them, to know that they're there, that they're thinking of you. Okay? Now, we got the Two of Water and the Four of Air, the Page of Air, and Two of Fire. We've got a couple water cards here. And we've got a couple fire cards with a few air. So that's good. I feel like that's a good balance. There is a relationship here. First, let me pull the message in here. The relationship, there's a relationship that's ongoing, and I feel that the two of you are going to get closer. I also feel like there's a reconciliation here, that there's finally a positive solution to this conflict the two of you have been going through. Okay, and now this doesn't necessarily have to mean just lovers. This can deal with business, partnership, people around that you work with, your boss. The Four of Air looks like a vacation's coming. I don't know. Some of you may actually be vacationing in January. I even heard February rather than taking it at the end of this year. Some of you were able to roll over time. I also feel like there needs to be a bit more relaxation, that maybe the holidays were a little overwhelming. Maybe for some of you it's been sad. So you need to take some time and just kind of, breathe and come back to present moment. And I also feel like instead of jumping, and I felt that before, instead of jumping to conclusions or reacting, take your time in making decisions right now. Meditate on it, get your answer that way, be the observer, you'll see it clearer that way, okay? Just don't jump on it. And then the Page of Air, I feel like you're going to hear about something. I feel at first it might be challenging. And but I feel the truth will come out eventually on this, and I feel like it will eventually make a balance. Okay, and then the Two of Fire, this is you standing in your power. This is you just coming into you. It's an opportunity to if you want to go into business with someone else. This is good partnership card. And it's also the message, as I said, there's a transition of bliss and happiness for you. Okay, but you have to be ready for this. And that's what this card means. You have to continue to move forward, but be ready for that change. If you'd like a personal reading, www.transformationandempowerment.com. Please remember to check your moon and rising. Much love and blessings.